Hello everybody and welcome to another The Isle showcase video. Today I'm going to be showcasing the Camarasaurus. So the Camarasaurus, we're going to start off this a little bit different than we normally do. I'm going to start by actually telling you guys some real life facts about actual Camarasaurus, Camarasauri, I don't know. And then we'll go ahead and talk about how they are in the game. I kind of feel like I personally am more interested in the real deal and what it's based off of, and then we'll talk about the intricacies of how the game kind of brings this into play. So I want to give you a couple facts and stuff like that for the Camarasaurus, I should say, and we'll see where we go from there. So the Camarasaurus was a sauropod, which may seem familiar to you, considering that the Puerta in the game is also a sauropod. And was about 25 to 65 feet long and about 15 feet high. So that's actually not, it's only like the size of 2.5 adults. So, you know, it's not as tall as perhaps at the hips, that is. Once you take the neck into consideration, it's a little bit bigger. And weighing up to 20 tons, which is pretty significant. The Camarasaurus lived during the late Jurassic period, about 155 to about 154 million years ago. And was that period of time was when you saw a lot of enormous sauropods, including the Brachiosaurus, as well as Stegosaurus, which we also have in the game, and Allosaurus, and of course many others. These creatures were believed to be traveling together, if not in a herd, at least in family packs. And they may have hatched from eggs like other sauropods, and probably lived in a lifespan of in the order of a couple hundred years. In terms of intelligence, it was thought that the sauropods were, generally speaking, fairly unintelligent, and the Camarasaurus, it was among the least intelligent of the dinosaurs. In terms of locomotion, they moved very slowly, as is also the case in the game, of course, and in fact, incredibly slowly. And their bones are found typically in North America, places like Colorado, New Mexico, kind of like the southern eastern side-ish of America. So, in terms of long-necked dinosaurs, the Camarasaurus bones are actually kind of unusually common to find. I'm not saying you'll find one in your backyard, unless maybe you live in those areas, but are much more common than some of the other large dinosaurs of the time. Camarasaurus actually means chambered lizard. And it gets that name because their spine is actually full of tiny hollow chambers. So in theory, this is I wouldn't say design, this was an evolution based upon reducing weights, and also was connected to a series of air sacs that may have helped the beast breathe more efficiently. Birds today use a kind of similar system. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, and that's kind of it that I'm going to talk about in terms of the history of the actual dinosaur. But a fairly cool little lesson right there for you. Let's talk about it in game a little bit now. First of all, the first thing I'm going to mention is that it is in fact incredibly slow. Not much going on there. Its sprint speed is not incredibly fast, and the stamina runs out at a rather rapid rate. At this point, it doesn't seem to have any ability to attack. There's no attack buttons that I could find latched to anything. And I'm not sure if necessarily they're going to give it one or not. I would imagine, since it's a fairly large creature, that it will eventually have some way of defending itself. Perhaps not, though. In terms of the different sounds that this lovely dinosaur makes, it makes a few. And right now, the call button is actually not working. I'm not sure if this is intentional. I do know that they plan on moving away from the F button being, making a dinosaur call, and to that being an automatic thing while you type, I should say. But otherwise, there's some pretty cool sounds that are coming out of this guy. But I think the most impressive thing about the Camarasaurus, for us at least, is the amount of health pool that this creature has. It's ridiculous. It's got a absolute ton of health. It's a tank, so maybe it's not designed to be able to attack. Maybe it's just supposed to tank a ton of damage until it gets closer to somebody to help it. I'm not entirely sure what the premise or future might be for this dinosaur, but definitely a rather large amount of health. Easily capable of taking some serious nomming for a serious long time by some seriously big dinosaurs. So pretty cool. I'm gonna say it's a slow beast. It's not very easy to move around in. It's not very mobile at all. No surprise there, really. But it's got some pretty awesome sounds. It looks amazing. It's an absolutely awesome model. And it's also a tank. The only thing that's missing are some cannons out the front. Through his nostrils maybe? I don't know. Can we put lasers on its head? That's probably asking a bit much. Anyway, guys, this is one of the latest dinosaurs to join us at the Isle, and I'm pretty excited. It seems like a pretty cool beast to play as. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did enjoy this video, please leave a like, again, comment, and let me know what you liked about it. I am a bit of a dinosaur nerd, and I definitely enjoy learning about this stuff. So I hope you do too. If you do, just let me know down below. You know how it goes, guys. All right. Most importantly, peace out.